If you're watching a lot of YouTube right now, you might see a ton of these reviews for this Warrior Ultralight. So amongst a lot of the other YouTubers, I got sent one of these as well. So I'm going to give my thoughts on it. So this is a 2500 lumen flashlight. I'll get that right off the rip. So a lot of lumens out of this thing. It's a very, very bright flashlight made out of aluminum. And instead of going through all the specs, I encourage you guys to go to the Olight site and then type in Warrior Ultra for the flashlight model and then look at the specs directly from them. YouTube seems to hate links more and more these days, so I'm not going to post a link on the bottom of my video here. So I'm just going to talk about this, just kind of go over the overall construction and feel of this and just some of the features. So first off, it does actually come with a pretty nice little carrying case. I dig it. Usually these lights come with something really cheap, but these guys decided to go with something a little bit more well-made. This right here, I haven't used it yet, but this is their battery recharge. So how it works is right here on this end cap, this is magnetized, so it goes right on the end cap. This plugs into a charging block, and then there you go, you charge the light up. As far as the overall design, it looks a little bit busy, in my opinion. When you're adding all these little cuts and stuff, I mean, yeah, it's cool, but it tends to get a little bit busy. I'm not a super big fan of busy. I would prefer that they got rid of these cuts right here. Just keep it nice and clean looking. I like the knurling right here in the center. That makes sense to me. And right here, these cuts make sense to me, but right here, get rid of this stuff. I do like the strike bezel on this. It's pretty nice. Maybe make it a little bit deeper. I don't know, add a little bit more protection. Right here, get rid of these cuts. Just make it more of a streamlined, really clean looking flashlight. I think that would be better than what we have right here. Again, it's just a little bit busy. And it doesn't really matter as far as, you know, the reliability of the flashlight. It's just a aesthetic thing. So the clip here, well done on the clip. It's very solid, and you can have really deep pocket carry, or you can flip it around. You can mount it on something like a bill of a hat or something like that, and it'll work just fine. The clip does come off, and I'll take it off. There you go. It does come off. So this is probably how I'll have the light, honestly. I think I'm going to use this for work. I'm going to take this with me to work, and I'll use it for whatever tasks. You can throw this into a pocket. It's not so big that you won't be able to fit it into like a cargo pants pocket or something like that. So that's probably what I'll do, just at least for a while. The design right here of the rear end cap is such so that you're not going to inadvertently trigger it. I can push on it a little bit and it's not coming on. I have to really push on it to get it to come on. So that's good if you're going to have pocket carry. For self-defense though, I would prefer a cap that sticks out a little bit, and that's so that way I can grab it like so and do a plunger type grip while holding a handgun. That's just me. But this right here, this isn't bad for utility type uses. It's just not my favorite when it comes to self-defense, although this can work. This does have a button here that you can use as well. And this is the low setting. There's the high setting right there, all 250 or 2500 lumens rather. This right here, this side lights up. It tells you what power you're at, and then this tells you how much charge you have left. So you'll see, there you go. I turn it on again right there. That gives me my charge, and then this is for the power. This does have a strobe. You hit the button a couple times, it does strobe. So that's not a bad deal right there, especially for self-defense. One thing people don't think about is if you have a good flashlight, you can potentially de-escalate something with a flashlight. So even in the middle of the day, you have a powerful flashlight and you start hitting that strobe, it could dissuade an attacker. It could escalate the situation. I don't know. Definitely at nighttime, I think it's a great self-defense option to be able to strobe somebody with a high lumen flashlight. It'll throw them off a little bit, maybe give you a chance to get away, or maybe it'll dissuade the attack a little bit. And if we can get away without using violence, that's a good thing. So that is a good feature on this flashlight. The overall quality of the construction, although it is a little bit busy, it is well made. One thing to talk about right here, if you can see right there, there is a sensor. That sensor, what it's for is if this flashlight is maybe in your pocket or something, you accidentally trigger it on, it won't do that full 2500 lumen burn, because that will actually start to burn you from really up close. So that sensor keeps it from doing that. So if it gets triggered on, it'll move to the lowest setting or whatnot, and it won't allow that big heavy that full setting. So overall, you know, it's just over $100. So that's what they're selling it for, about $140, I believe, on their website. So not a bad deal. The function is good. I mean, like I said, my little criticisms for the light would be just for taking away some of the design things, not making it so busy, and then maybe having an option to where this is sticking out a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit more of a, you know, it does have good tension, but you can also increase the spring tension on this, so it's a little bit harder to push, but easy enough to go into a full plunger right here, and then you can push with the palm of your hand and activate it. I think that would be a good thing. But overall, good work light. Checking for bumps in the night, sure. Just one thing though, if you're going to use this for a self-defense light, kicking a 2500 lumen light on in your house when you're waking up, you might still be a little bit tired. Your eyes aren't used to the light. It's going to hit you quite a bit. So think about that. Sometimes all the lumens in the world aren't the best thing. With that said, there are some settings. For like instance right here, you can see how this is a lower lumen setting right here. So this might be good to search around with in the middle of the night when you're trying to get used to things. And then if you see something, then you can kick on the juice. So there it is. Overall, for $140, it's a good flashlight. It certainly is. I dig it. I think the quality is good. The reliability, it seems to be okay. The battery, everything, the machine work of the tail cap right here, the grooves, the O-ring and stuff that keeps it a little bit water resistant. That's all well made and good to go. So good engineering on Olight's part. I think this is a good light, and I think it's going to sell well. It does come in different colors. In case you're interested, just go to their website and check it out. But there it is. Feel free to comment in the comment section below, as always. And until next time.